You want to know what's a gnarly beast? Getting your first photography and videography clients. So intimidating. There's actually people out there who want to give you money to... Where do these people come from? That's what we're going to talk about today, so we might as well get into it. Shat we? We shat. A few years ago, I started my own web development and mobile app development company. I started at zero with that company as well, and whether you're doing mobile apps, web development, logo design, photo, video, or all of the above, we all start at the same spot. Zero clients and really no clear idea on how to get that first client. And here's how you do it. When you're first starting out, making money is not the goal. The goal is putting together a great portfolio that showcases your work and tells future prospective clients that you know what you're doing and you're worth hiring. Now I'm at Vanderhall, and it's Utah's only vehicle manufacturer, and they don't know that I'm coming. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and pitch them photography and video, and since I don't have a portfolio to start with, I'm gonna use price as my primary factor for why they might hire me. So there's two big things you need to keep in mind right here. The first one is that you're not going for the big bucks right now. Your first project is about finding someone who's willing to pay you. It might be a much smaller amount than you would get paid normally, but this is your first gig. Your pricing is the best way to stand out against, Steve down the road who's been doing this for 20 years. You need a reason for somebody to give you a chance. And that chance is not just a chance for them to get a great deal, it's a chance for you to just do a great job on a project that you can put into your portfolio and proudly and confidently show potential prospect number 2, hey, this is what I did for company X. That is the goal here, not making the big bucks. So how much should you discount your work? Well, I think a general rule of thumb to be really competitive is to look at the going market rate in your area and cut that down by 50 or 75%. But whatever you do, do not do your work for free, because you want to come across as hungry and eager, but not desperate. First impressions are important, and desperation, that's a stench that's hard to wash off. Trust me, I've been there. Mostly with the ladies, but business too. This whole side of the building's locked down like Area 51, so I'm gonna try the other side. I might just have to call these guys, which isn't preferred because it's really good to be face to face with somebody if you're pitching something like this, because it's just harder to say no to somebody in person. Item number 2 that you want to keep in mind is you're about to face a lot of rejection. Because as you go out and talk to prospective clients, you're probably not going to find anybody that wants to work with you. But that's okay, and I'll explain why soon. Anyway, just be prepared for rejection, because you're going to get a lot of it. So Vanderhall was a bust. They won't let you in. Here's somebody. I'm going to go talk to him. So I caught a guy on his way in, and I got an email address for an actual person. So maybe this will happen. It definitely won't happen today. But I got a contact, which is way better than filling out the form on the website. Anyway, the guy that I ran into at Vanderhall, he gave me an email address for somebody on their marketing team. I emailed him and he got back to me same day saying, well, we don't need any work right now, but in the spring we have a ton of things that we have planned and we've got nobody lined up to do it. We're gonna need photo and video and we'll reach out to you. So I'm gonna make sure to follow up with them in the spring just so that they don't forget, but that's a future, probably, client. It's awesome, but I need somebody today. So I'm on to stop number 3, which is a local sculptor. His name's Gary Lee Price. You might have heard of him. Gary Lee Price was a soft no. They said, email us. We already have somebody that does photo. We don't have somebody that does video. Maybe it'll turn into something in the future, but I'm looking for something right now. Somebody to say yes. Maybe I won't get that. The clients that say no to you today are likely going to be the clients that call you back when their current videographer or photographer is out of the country or in prison. Or maybe they're fully booked and they need somebody right now. The opportunities are going to come up, and the opportunities are going to come from the connections that you start to make today. So I've worked my way up from Springville, which is super south in the valley. Now I'm on like the very southern edge of Salt Lake City. I've stopped at a bunch of businesses, and they've all either not been home or not been interested or not interested right now. So this is kind of how you start. It's just a lot of rejection. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if you showed up in a new city and you were like, I'm gonna get me a girlfriend. If you don't know anybody, your only option is to go up and talk to random girls and ask them out. And there's gonna be a lot of no's. But if you keep going long enough, eventually somebody's gonna be like, ew, but I guess so. So just remember, at the beginning, this is a numbers game. You've got to go through tons and tons of rejection to get that one yes, that one person who's going to give you a shot. But when you get that shot, you gotta crush it, nail it, blow it out of the water. I mean, you should always do really good work, but the first client you get is especially important. That first shoot, whether it's photo, video, or both, that's not just going to become your first portfolio piece to show prospective client number 2, but it is your first point of contact to everyone within that client's social circle. In fact, you would be shocked at how many businesses need work like this done. Video, photo, app builds, web builds, logo design, graphic design, and they don't even search out existing businesses. They go to their friends, their inner circle, and they're like, hey, who did your website? Like, do you know any good graphic design people? Do you know any brilliant photographers? Like, do you know anybody that does video? We need a commercial. That's how a lot of work is captured in this space. I got a phone call from a friend of mine, and this guy has his own company. It's a startup, and he's looking at shooting his first commercial. So I'm on my way to talk to him about what he needs and see if I can land a first official job shooting video and photo for this guy. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens. So Christopher makes these amazing protein bars. They're nutritional bars. Christopher, what's up? What's up, man? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So that's your camera, huh?
Dude, this is the cameras. He drove all the way out from Colorado. It's like a 9-hour drive. But he did it in 4.5.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, Christopher. So, dude, we're gonna film a video.
Yeah.
Christopher is gonna have me film his first Vuku commercial, which is his company. They do.
We create gourmet protein bars, but
they are really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, can you get them on Amazon?
You can get them on Amazon.
Amazon. Vuku. V-O-O-K. V-U.
K-O-O.
I never learned how to spell. I don't know how to read either. but check it out. So like, that's super awesome because last minute I found like a first project, which was what this whole thing was all about. So I'm still talking with Christopher, hammering out the details for this shoot, but he's the first legit paid client that I've landed. And one final note, I want you to keep in mind that going out and pounding pavement and talking to business owners and doing cold pitches, this is not what your life is going to be. Like I said before, getting momentum going when there's no motion to begin with is really hard. But once you have the ball rolling, it just keeps rolling, and pretty soon the projects are coming to you. This isn't going to be your life. Your life, assuming you do a good job, is going to be fielding calls and deciding which projects appeal to you, which clients seem like they're going to be good clients, and kind of pushing off the projects and clients you don't want to deal with. That's what the last few years have been like for me in my web development business. And lastly, the thing that I want to leave you with is Christopher was a contact that I made a while ago through a mutual friend, and he asked me what I was doing, and I was like, well, I build websites, and he took a look at my work and really liked it, and he was asking me about it, and I said, well, you know, I'm starting to transition more towards photo and video because that's what I really am interested in. And I kind of like that business model a little bit more for reasons I won't get into in this video. And he was like, "Ah, yeah, that's super cool. Maybe someday we'll have to talk." And while I was filming this vlog, he called me. We had been texting and stuff, and he wanted to do a commercial, and I was like, "Well, I'm pretty close to being at the point where I think I could pull this off in a really good way." And he was like, "Let's sit down and talk." I'm filming the vlog, and he calls me. I called him back. We met at Chipotle, put together a loose agreement, and we're finalizing the pieces of that, which is awesome. A week or two down the road, maybe next month, all the people that you talked to today are gonna start coming back and asking you questions. And that's where you get your first clients from. Thanks for watching. My name's Christopher Claflin. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, comment, let me know where your first project came from, and hit that subscribe button for more. It was great to have your smiling face here. See you next time.